In today's video, let's see if Claude is going to take 3D animators' jobs. So we see Blender and Claude are now working together. It's an MCP server, and I was able to get this all connected working on the computer. I had ChatGPT create an image of a house, Gemini create the 3-point perspective, like angles, and now we are witnessing it taking full control of my computer of Blender and creating this house. First you see like the roof and everything. It's kind of a big disconnection, but it's actually put in some work as you watch throughout the video, and it's not using the Python script in the way that the other MCP server I was using. And where before I was doing this, I was already using Claude and uploading a picture and copy and pasting the code, taking a screenshot saying to rearrange this, rearrange that. So when I saw this, I was like, whoa, I gotta see what this is. Where did they engineer at those wee hours of the night? And it's pretty cool because everything in here you can move around, change the material, do all the usual Blender things. See, look, I didn't even ask for a lot of things. In the beginning, I did not ask for it to do particular things. I want to see if it can fix its own mistakes. And I had to keep hitting save because trying to render in cycles like blew my computer out. It was like, doo! I said, yo, AI really took out my computer. But that's the future. That's where we are. Here it is working on the front. And I have this text on the side if you want to read as well as what it was doing along the moments. Here I'm checking out the front and the back, and I'm talking about the windows. This is where I started asking to do a little bit here and there, a little bit here and there. To break it to the limit. Because say you have your own project you want to bring into Blender and then ask Claude to fix it up, jazz it up, or go for a challenge that you didn't think you could accomplish at the time. I'm pushing it to see what that is. And who knows what will come out in the next update. You're probably watching this video right now. Hey Anthropic, just tie now. Just think about it. I love been 3D modeling for about 8 years now. So I know what I'm looking at. I just really want to see what it can do. Here it is executing the code. Sometimes it takes a while to execute the code. I sped up the video at some parts. And while it's executing, you'll see little things happening in the background. It won't always say exactly. Probably if I hit that tab though, it would have. But it doesn't always say exactly what it's going to be doing. It's like, wow, surprise. Do you like? Yeah, I ran out of credits a couple times, a lot of times. But I wanted to keep this video going. So I just logged into my other friend's account and uploaded all. You see, I pasted all the information there, the picture. Say, hey, continue where you left off. Acting as though it's the same model. But at the source it is. Here it is, investigating, saying it can check out the scene. I like see, it even did the lighting. You see this plane of light, trying to get it to make a certain setting. And I didn't track that part with the picture, but it looks like that is kind of where the sun is if you look at the original image, because of the shade from the tree on the lawn. That would be created from that light plane that we just seen coming down. And they even have another one over top. Let me switch to a material preview mode. Yeah, even though the different modes to test. So I know that this was made by somebody that really uses this. This wasn't just vibe coded. It was vibe code, I think, put into there, because these are people at Anthropic. You never know what's underneath their cape, underneath their tool belt, like Batman. But for all intents and purposes, they team really put together something good. Now, what does this mean for the future of 3D animator jobs? I think it's just another tool. I know for some, it's going to be like, yo, this is over, I quit. There's no point in me learning this. Why would I learn it if I could just do it all? As we see here, it's not really doing everything perfectly. Like, look at the windows, the arch on the trees interfering with the house and just being circles. I found that part hilarious throughout this whole process. The way it made the trees and this staircase in the back, not connecting fully with the rear deck. Hey, Butters. Yeah, let me see what's up. All right, I had to switch to another account again. I got a lot of friends. Helping me out. It's time now. If y'all want to see me do projects like this, help support the channel any way you know how. Patreon, DM, sponsorship, you know. But look, it actually put a railing on there. It lined it up pretty nicely. So it's aware of the situations that's going on in the distance and everything. Now it's not accurate down to like millimeters, or sometimes I would say feet. But it gets it in position, so when you look like from a far distance, it all lines up. It all lines up correctly if you just back up a little bit. Like, look at that right there. I'm asking it to be more work on the house and the landscape. It's pretty bare. I could have asked for to like put a simulation for grass, but I wanted to just see what it do on its own. But it was kind of just flat. So you see it made this little circle path in the front. But look, you see like when you go underneath, it's not completely underneath of the house. So I tried to rearrange it a bit myself manually. That's why I see it floating. Because I didn't know all of this concrete stuff was there. I was like, all right, let's reveal it. So as I said before, if you're scared that this is going to take your job, you ain't good enough. I don't think I said that, but hey, it really goes. Get better. Anything you want to do in life, get good at it. Be the greatest in your own heart of hearts. Get to that point where you feel satisfied, not where those thoughts going on where it's like, all right, man, but they did this and that over there, they like this. If you at that point, you got to keep pushing, because tools are going to be still used by humans, going to be still used by people that are creative, still used by people that are influenced by the world around them without being overtaken. And that's what this AI is coming about. Because I can not say that this is amazing. That is able to construct a house. I've been trying with AI systems for a long time to build things with the Python code and copying over since ChatGPT 4, probably 3.5. Ever since I learned about the script, I was like, let me see what it would do. And it was crap. Wasn't building no house, no nothing like this, even off like a 4th prompt. But we see Anthropic is going at it. Let's see, they added a variety of houses. It said trees. They said the trees were all looking the same. And at some point they said, let's switch this up and add some more vegetation with the flowers and everything. And I extended the plane as well. That's how I fixed the grass a bit, because it made a hill. So I had to push it up. What should I try to do next? If you have something I should try, put it in the comments below, and I will ask Claude to make it. I use up all my credits and my friends' credits, and we're gonna put it together, and I'll see. I'll see what happens. We'll see what happens. All right, this is seeing that the trees are still blocking the house. There was situational awareness again. And I like that it tries different angles of the house on purpose. Like it says, let me position the camera so I can see this and that. And then sometimes I will start it on my own at an angle that I wanted to look at. Like this right here, where those windows are not actually on the house. I was like, let me put it right here and see what it would do. but it decided to make a car instead. A real shiny cyber truck type car. When I think about it. That I can see the cars, the flowers, lavender, and everything is taking shape. The red maple tree is still too prominent and the car is blocking the view. Let me fix those final issues and switch to render mode. It likes switching to render mode, even though we can see things in material preview and it didn't add fog or anything. It wanted to keep going to render mode, which was cool. And I like that it knows exactly how many objects. Even though later you see it did not put any of those objects in any kind of collections, aka folders. It's just straight boom. But it worded every single object to the T. And if you use Blender or Cinema 4D in animation projects, you know about naming files and how once you get past a couple, if you ain't start, man, it starts to turn into a mess. So I did appreciate that. But I think the next part is to add collections. Put stuff in fucking groups, man. This one I went around just rearranging some things myself, seeing how I can improve it more. Ran out of credits for the moment. So just toying around and seeing what happened, checking different views. And I went around and put those down, the chairs in the front, and I see it had the rope there. I was picking around, I was seeing more so what it was doing. Like those are supposed to be windows. I don't know if for a minute it was doing some extracurricular things. But no, I was like, oh, those windows. Move that up, revealed the whole street pathway. It's like, oh, okay. Doing a lot of work. I love it. But as you see, nothing is in the folder. So for a minute, I did a couple things. I went up and down and put it in there. Alright, so after I went through organizing a bit, like I mentioned before, the windows were not right. But what I discovered, you see, they actually added a gloss material to it. I just had to move these just white panels out the way. I drug it behind them at first, as you see. And it revealed these glorious windows. I'm still in material preview mode, but I render it in cycles in a bit so you can see all the ray tracing glory. But look, I've even found the window in the back. I said, hey. Like, what was the point of putting those panels there? I wonder what was on Claude's mind. Another one right there. I was like, wait, what's that panel hitting? Boom, extendo window. That's a beautiful house, beautiful deck. See that staircase not fully connected? But I think as things dial in, the artist still stays intact. Here, a little cycles preview. That this is really changing the future already. Lay no doubt on that. There you go, going close, seeing how the windows is. A little too many pillars and stuff. I went back to the first version, actually saw that it did gorgeous with the front. But it didn't make the door right, and then it started overcompensating. So if I had a lot more tokens, I'll be able to speak to it more. Like here you see, I also could do it interior. I started doing the interior. All those panels I pushed in, they're all against the wall now. But the interior design can also be a thing. Start the camera in there. But with enough tokens, as I said before, I can see me doing a lot, pushing this very far. But it definitely takes some technical know-how on what you're looking at and what you're doing. Or else you'll just come out with any old thing. I got another video coming up where I drive the car. Yes, this is Talmation Studios. Thank you for watching. Just tie down, just think about it. And let me know what you want to see in the next video. What should I ask Claude to do next? And check out the other videos. Tie it on down.